IVM.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with the origin of the word inspiration. Did you know that the word inspire comes from Latin, where it loosely translates to breathe into? Isn't that such a beautiful word? And origin for something that means so much in our world. I picture breathing into the embers of a campfire and bringing it back to life. With each exhale of mine, bringing life back to the fire. Dark, grey, almost dead embers light up into a vibrant orange and then jump to life and the fire starts up. That is the power of inspiration. And inspiration takes on so many different forms. The most common form is an external inspiration, where we see someone do something and we wish we could do that as well. We see someone driving a Ferrari and we want a nice red colored Ferrari. We see someone in a fancy suit and we want that. We see a dream destination, a beautiful house on the beach, and we want that as well. We see a gorgeous toned body with 10% body fat and we want that too. And this whole Instagram, social media industry is based on this, creating desire. And this is how we normally use inspiration. This is why, for many of us, inspiration does not work and inspiration instead gives us FOMO, the fear of missing out. Because of this, I keep telling people, don't rely on inspiration. And the way we use inspiration currently is wrong. Because this kind of inspiration leads to motivation. And if you're a listener of the Habit Coach podcast, you know that motivation sucks. It's not going to help you get to your goals. Instead, I want to share with you a new kind of inspiration. I first heard about this concept from a book by W. Clement Stone, and he spoke about inspirational dissatisfaction. And let me explain to you what this means with an example. Have you ever noticed how people dramatically change their life after a tragedy? You will have heard that person wish and bitch about not losing weight or getting on a diet for the longest time. For years, he will complain. Then suddenly, one day, he has a heart attack or gets diabetes or something like that. The next day onwards, he makes a change. And this time, he sticks to that change for the rest of his life. The same thing happens with money. You keep losing money till one day something dramatic happens and you're destroyed by that. And you vow to change and you do change. This is what he referred to as inspirational dissatisfaction. The power of this state is that you are so dissatisfied with the current situation, the current state of your life, that it inspires you to change. You're so dissatisfied by how you're living and the money and the friends and all the negative things in life that it inspires you. It breathes fresh life into you to make a change. You know, as humans, we have a very silly trait. We only take action when we are in pain. If we are satisfied, we take no action. We try not to make things better. For example, the multivitamins industry is tiny compared to the pain relief industry. Chances are, if you took your vitamins, you might not have to take the pain medicines. But it's so easy to take the pain medicine. And hence, the pain relief tablets here are like inspirational dissatisfaction. You are dissatisfied with the pain, and hence it pushes you to take action, which is buying and swallowing that medicine. Isn't that amazing? If you were satisfied, you would never act. If you felt you were healthy, you would never take multivitamins. So, does this mean that you can only use inspirational dissatisfaction when you are totally destroyed or after a tragedy? No. You have to learn to create a feeling of not being satisfied for things. When that feeling grows and becomes stronger, it will inspire you into action inside you. Don't look at the things you want or are nice to have, like that Ferrari or that suit or that body. Look at the burning need inside you that has still remained unfulfilled. Use that as inspiration to drive you to action. So, your super simple habit to use inspiration in the right way starts by not relying on external inspiration. All those things that build empty desires and FOMO inside you. That's rubbish. Move it out. Instead, identify the aspects of your life that require satisfaction, where there is dissatisfaction. How can you focus on it and increase it in magnitude so that it drives you to action? Learn to harness the habit of inspirational dissatisfaction. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashtin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome180.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'd like to thank the sponsors on the network this week, CET, Cred, and Global Victoria. We thank you so much for making all of this possible. So this week on Cyrus Says, Tapsi Pannu was recently featured in the Netflix original Haseen Dilruba was on. They discussed her experiences in Bollywood and a whole lot more. On Begin the Journey, Ashish Vidyarthi enlightens us with his wisdom on how one can get freedom from their own thoughts or insecurities when they communicate with others. On The Millennial Athlete, Tanvi and Shlok fill us in on all the drama from the world of sports with Wimbledon, Euros, and World Test cricket making headlines every day. On Postcards from Nowhere, Utsav Mamoria kicks off a new series, Beneath the Veneer. We travel to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, where he takes us through his first experience of encountering the Red Sea. We have a brand new show, Misconduct. It's a true crime show hosted by Ragvi, a lawyer, and Nisha, a PR pro. They tell us about the story of Cyanide Malika, the lady who offered cyanide-laden sweets to women and after they died, loot their gold. On the Global Victoria Tech Talks podcast, we showcase some compelling new tech stories coming out of Melbourne. On one episode, Pawan Srinath speaks to Joe Agan from Nelnet International, where they discuss how the pandemic has affected the edtech sector and its evolution. Another episode has Varun Dugirala talking to Ross Simons from Big Ant Studios about the gaming ecosystem and how they envision translating a sport to a game. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Namaskar, dear friends. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi. Life, as you know, is a journey. And you and I, travelers, how can we celebrate this travel? I have a podcast for you, Begin the Journey. I share stories and moments from my life. Do tune in every Monday and Thursday to listen to my podcast on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcast from. Cheers.